Hello there, this is Suspicious Dish, here with some more Fluidity. Last time we went to the seaside? Today we're gonna continue. First things first, we're gonna go and introduce ourselves to a new puzzle mechanic in the game. Unfortunately, we're nearing the end of the game. This mechanic is only going to be used about 3 or 4 times before the game's over. It's an interesting one, and it still shows that they had ideas pretty much to the end of the game. Now, I don't think there's going to be any chance of a Fluidity 2, even though I'd like one, but there are a lot of interesting ideas and things that can be exploited if the day comes. Oh, for some reason I thought there was a secret there. The little indent confused me. Okay, welcome to Robots. This is the last puzzle mechanic in the game, and the last time we'll hear the tutorial theme. Robots are very basic creatures. They simply walk in a straight line, and they turn around when they hit something. Our first little task with these guys is to guide them over to the left. Robots can also press buttons, as you just saw. They can't activate buoy switches or buildings though, only buttons. By striking the robots with lightning, you can make them jump. You can use this to make them climb upstairs or steps or anything like that. They will always turn around after a jump if they land back on the same ground surface that they started on. And the last rule, robots will never fall off ledges. Doing the robot tutorial puzzle allowed us access to this area on the left, which out of the 4 rainbow drops that are in this area, only has 1 robot puzzle. As I said, the mechanic's underused. I actually like it. One of the things that you may be able to see is that little peg on the left that actually holds the gate up. I really like it when games decide to use their own in-game physics engine to do stuff like this, instead of just having an event flag that said, "He raised the gate." Let's stop it now. And you actually may remember these activate all of the flowers puzzles from when we had the windmill area in the mountains. It's another one of those. Well, I bet the game really wants you to spray your way up across this entire landscape. My time's too valuable for that. The game gave us a state changer, so we're gonna use it. In situations like this, where your water just goes all over the place, it's best to cut the losses and just let it evaporate, rather than try to get it all back. It's not worth the time. may not have noticed, but the game got a little tricky there and gave us a rainbow flower, instead of a regular flower. I'm fast forwarding through this section. You do not need to see it. You may have seen this game in various kids' arcades before. You throw the pennies up onto the moving ledges and try to get the duck down through the hoop. That's it. Like the pinball game, it's completely unnecessary, adds nothing to the game, and has nothing to do with the water theme or the seaside theme. I'm fast forwarding the entire thing at 8x speed because you do not need to see it. So, here's a new robot puzzle. I was just showing you what the buttons do. So, here's our objective. To get both the yellow and blue robots in their respective docking machines. That isn't going to be too hard, we just need to make them jump over, if not for the black robot. As you may notice down below, when two robots collide into each other, they turn around. So we need to figure out a way to swap the positions and get the black robot on the left, or at least not get in the way of the other robots. Yeah, I completely forgot that this little gear thing could be controlled with the left and right D-pad buttons when you're in ice form. It's just one of those one-off gimmicks that doesn't come into play anywhere else in the game, and you're not really trained to look for them. So sometimes you may just be thinking of lateral solutions to a puzzle without realizing you just missed one of the core controls because it hasn't been really introduced to you elsewhere. Kind of a strange puzzle. And yeah, the solution to this is to have the black robot on one of the little things of the spinny wheel, on one of the little platforms I mean, and then have the blue and yellow robots occupy the other. And if you were curious how to get the robots into the docks, there's a platform that extends when you get close to the dock. Again, a one-off gimmick that you're not going to be trained to look for. Robot puzzles aren't bad or anything. I actually like the lateral thinking in some of them, but they do tend to take a while. You end up waiting for the robot to move a lot of the time, and when you mistime something, it really doesn't feel well to have to sit for another 10 or 15 seconds. So, now we have to get the other robot over there. It's marginally different because while this robot was pushing the buttons for the other robot, now we have to change it to ice form and push the buttons for this robot. And our last rainbow drop of the day is up and to the right, where a platforming puzzle exists. And that'll be it for the day. Suspicious dish here? Next time we're going back to the seaside and cleaning up the rape.